Hello and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Today's webinar is about marketing automation and marketing 360 degrees. We'll be looking at a small business with a big business problem, marketing, sales and operations, and how we spin up a big business solution quickly to automate personalized recommendations and increase their client spend. My name is Don.
My name is Philip.
We both work for Kaboola. Kaboola is a cloud-based end-to-end advanced analytics and data management platform. Now for a bit of housekeeping, this webinar should last about 15 to 20 minutes. Please submit your questions. We'll be responding to them when we send out a copy of the webinar. Well, it's over to you, Philip.
Thank you very much, Don. Let's get to it. Today, I want to show you comprehensive reporting that is a combination of performance advertising, earned social, web analytics, as well as sales insights. If you would have asked me what we do as a business and I had to answer with one picture only, this would be it. We built a data integration platform called Kaboola Connection, which lives entirely in AWS, Amazon Web Services, and consists of 600 plus components interconnected by APIs. Its biggest strength is connectivity and how it helps our customers bring all their data into one place, make sense of it, and distribute it across their organization as needed. One thing the platform doesn't do is visualization per se. The reason we don't do it is because we believe there are many great players in the market already. Instead, we help with data preparation and management. What you can notice in the picture is that we don't push data into business intelligence tools only, but also to other systems, and we will get to that later. Now, let's dive into a wider context of what we will talk about today. Our APAC Kaboola colleagues took advantage of being based in Bali, engaged a local tailor, and kickstarted their own apparel brand called Gado Gado. It is a tiny brand, but it shares a very common set of challenges with the bigger ones. Shortly after they begin, they started asking the following questions. Where should we advertise? Are we making any return on our advertising investment? Etc., etc. The set of data sources is the same any other business has. Transactional data from POS or CRM systems, website analytics data, email platform, Facebook and Google Ads data, etc. Data integration being our bread and butter, our colleagues plugged all the raw data from these systems to Kaboola Connection. I will show you the backend later, and created cool staging layer for reporting, which they chose to do in Power BI. But they could also do it in Tableau, Qlik, Yellowfin, or other BI tools. Aside from the entrepreneurial aspect of it, they created this project to demonstrate a solution for complicated email automation for a client who had difficulty connecting their transactional data and email tool. Let's have a look at the integrated reporting they created to understand their business better. We can go through this relatively fast, as I will later give you the link where you can find this interactive dashboard with live data. Full disclosure. The first view that you can see here is meant primarily for key stakeholders, detailing key financials, margins, breakdown of revenue and costs, conversion rate of the website together with variance and trends, all of this data in one place. Let's explore behavioral analysis. See where and when shoppers are most active. Notice that not so much on Saturdays. Down left, you can see that the brand does much better in one country over the other, Czechia versus Slovakia. And last but not least, know the revenue on the map, based on where Gado Gado delivers, and hold that information for a while. I will come back to it again and explain something very cool later. Naturally, Gado Gado is big on advertising, meaning it deals with the usual challenges associated with it. You have 100 conversions in total, but Google AdWords shows 60 and Facebook 75. Or were those assisted conversions, and is there even a difference? And what about attribution windows? Or that funny situation where media agency reports clicks and impressions because the client doesn't give them transactional data. We believe in 100% transparency and accountability all the time, so we simply get hold of the raw data and build our own version of the truth. Here, we are taking it a step further, looking at attribution modeling from multiple data sources, comparison of both linear and last-click attribution models, and other details. This way, we are able to assign value to every source each converting user came from before purchasing. This dashboard might seem familiar, and you're right. This is a simplified and rewritten dashboard for Google Analytics. Why would we want to reinvent the wheel though? 2 reasons. First of all, not everyone needs Google Analytics data in full scope and depth. And second, not everyone in the business has access to it. We wanted to change that. Given my social media analytics background, this dashboard is my favorite piece because it involves heavy data integration, unlike the previous Google Analytics one. You know, usually you will find so-called social analytics tools measuring sentiment, hearts, likes, comments, and similar. This is all great if you're into PR, and I mean this in the best way possible. But if you want to take a look at things in a way that's transparent and follows the proverbial sales funnel, you need to dig deeper. Top left, you will find top-line vanity metrics such as followers, likes, and comments. Moving below is top-performing content, and from top right, you will see number of visits on the website from Instagram, spend broken down to campaigns on Instagram, and at last, revenue contribution. You will notice Instagram ad placement wasn't our colleague's cup of tea at the time, but you get the point of this dashboard. That's it for the insights, dashboards, and results part. But how does it all fit together? Let's have a look at how data is integrated, cleansed, analyzed, and combined. The invisible magic behind, as I like to call it. Everything starts with the ETL process. If you don't know what ETL is, the best way to describe it would be as the part of data science nobody likes doing. It stands for extract, transform, and load, and describes the processes that are being undertaken with the data. In this case, the team had to deal with attribution of sales to marketing spends and normalize metrics across platforms by working directly with the raw data. From business user point of view, ETL is often invisible, and usually only a couple of people in the organization understand it. That's why it is very important to have processes set up in transparent and automated way. Ideally via a platform people working with data can access if needed to get a deeper understanding of things. First, we need to get the data we want to work with. The picture shows an example of sequence of extraction jobs that is different for each and every project. Think sources, rules, and timing. Full customization is key to success in here. Next is data processing. Most of the time, data isn't clean when you finally get access to it. All the cleansing processing is part of the ETL process, and we call it data transformation. This, together with advanced analytics, is the bit where you need some coding. Most of the time, you will be fine with SQL, but in many cases, you might want to use R or Python. Also note the handy third-party augmentations, such as geocoding using Google Maps, weather prediction, or NLP. Remember this? This is a great visualization of where the actual business happens on the map. But is it as easy as to just paste data about orders onto the map? Not really. Your e-commerce platform will most likely give you unstructured data, which you then need to turn into structured data, such as GPS coordinates. Other sources will present their own challenges too. Different formats, time zones, currencies. Again, platform flexibility is the key here. Let's move on to the actual outcome of this, which is emailing automation. Because the insights you get at the beginning are just the start of the overall marketing automation. This is what we look at. Results before and after using data-driven approach, leveraging insights gained from the analysis to personalize further communication. 3 times the increase in click rate and more than doubled open rate. All this with easy automation. Keep in mind that most of the point-of-sale systems do not natively integrate with the enterprise data management systems. Customized engineering solutions tend to be costly and time-consuming. So what do you do for emailing platform? You could, but it is probably not the best move. You can also use simple connection applets, but that won't allow you to insert this intelligent custom recommendation engine in the middle of the process, which is the most important part. There is many more other little steps, invisible to the eye quite often, you need to do in order to make the whole automation sequence. As seen before, you need to start with getting the right data and merging it together in a useful way. Here is an example of extracting the point-of-sale data through API by leveraging Kabula Connections generic extractor configurable via JSON. The custom recommendation part is really the most important piece in the whole sequence when it comes to personalization. There is no one-size-fits-all solution here. We needed to take a custom approach and tune it to our liking. Understand that the black box solution would not work here. This way, every customer gets a recommendation on what would they most likely care about from brand's portfolio based on what they have already purchased. Emails then get personalized accordingly. This then results in high conversion rates since day one. When the data prep is done, our ETL process is ready for its final step, which is to load recommendations data into MailChimp. Last but not least, we design the email sequences needed, include customizable merge tags for personalization, and run the automation. After this is done, campaign data performance is once more collected, processed in Kebula Connection, and pushed back into reporting. All that's left is to rinse and repeat over and over again to maximize personalization effectivity and impact on business bottom line. And that's it. We have a fully working solution for personalized emailing automation combined with advanced sales, operations, and performance reporting. The best part? This entire process took one analyst about 4 days to bring to production. The learning here is that automation can be a piece of cake when you choose the right approach and agile data stack. Because agile data integration is key to unlocking business value effectively. Please visit the link below to see for yourself how all this works together. Through it, you can access the reporting part of the solution.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Philip, and thank you very much for listening. If you liked today's webinar, please tune into our other webinar, Self-Service and Data Science Apps. As mentioned, please submit your questions because we'll be answering them when we send out a copy of the webinar. And if you'd like any more webinars, you can find them on our website. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.